Okay, learners, now we are moving to question number 7. Okay, it's normally a trigonometric graph. You can see sine graph, cos graph, tan graph. Okay, those are the important trigonometric graphs are there. Here they asked, you can see the asymptotes are there, which means this one is a tan graph, isn't it? One graph is given, that is f of x. F of x is tan x. See, tan graphs is defined in between minus 180, starting point is minus 180 and finishing point is 180. Only those that you can see from minus 180 to 180, that part of the graph is given there. Okay, of course the graph is continuing after 180, 360 like that, and this way also infinite, minus infinity to plus infinity graphs is going to continue. Okay, symmetric graph, you can see that, but here we are specializing only from minus 180 to 180. Okay, based on this graph that you see there, we have to answer some question. What is the first question? Write down the equation of asymptote of f in the interval 0 to 180. So starting from 0, that is here, 0 to 180. Can you see any asymptote? Oh, okay, we can see one asymptote. This is the asymptote, isn't it? This vertical line. Just write down the equation of that vertical line. Vertical line's equation is always starting with the x is equal to special line. Okay, x is equal to the number where vertical line touch the x-axis. What is that number? 90 degree, isn't it? So that's the answer. This number, guys. So this is how we do that question, because they gave you an interval. They don't want this asymptote equation of the first asymptote. What is the equation of that asymptote? X is equal to minus 90. They don't want it. Why? Because it is given an interval 0 to 180. So only find out that one. That is why it got only how many marks? 1 mark. Clear? All right, now we can go to the next one. Next one, what is that? Which is write down the value of x in the interval minus 180. Write down the value of x. You have to find all the x values of the graph minus 180 to 0. That is from here. Let me rub all other things from the graph. Alright, from minus 180 to 0, that is minus 180 from here up until 0, for which what is the condition? 7.2. F of x less than or equal to 0. That is the graph smaller than 0. Graph means y value. Y value less than 0 means the graph part below x-axis. Okay, y values are negative or less than 0 under the x-axis, isn't it? And only look at the interval from minus 180 to 0, isn't it? And did you see the closed bracket and equal to sign also there? Equal to sign. Less than or equal to 0 means you have to consider the x-intercepts. What are the x-intercepts? First one is minus 180, then 0 also you have to consider. Okay, yeah. Then what are the graph part less than x-axis? That is this one, the one that I'm shading below the x-axis, isn't it? All the x values. So what are the x values? First x value is minus 180. The reason why I'm taking this one, because equal to 0 there. Otherwise I wouldn't have taken that. Okay. Then the one that I shaded starting from minus 90 up until 0, isn't it? Where minus 90 must be open. If you go with the bracket method, minus 90 to 0, 0 is closed and minus 90 is open. So this is the answer. One answer here, then another answer here. So this is how you have to write it. That minus 180 I took it because of the equal to sign there. Now 7.3. What is 7.3? Write down the period of g. What is g, guys? G of x. Another graph they are talking about, that is cos 2x plus 1. If cos and sine, how do you calculate the period? Period value is 360 there in the numerator, that is fixed, divided by the coefficient of the angle. What is that? 2 here. So 360 divided by 2 is 180 is the answer. The period of the that graph is 180. Okay, the coefficient of angle you have to divide with the 360 if it is sine and cos. If it is tan, instead of 360 you have to use what? 180. Is it clear? So that 1 mark also you got it. Now 7.3.2. What is that? You have to draw that graph. Which graph? G of x. There will be an answer book where diagram sheet are there. You just draw it. That's it, guys. And I will show you that one on the very same diagram that you can see it here. Let me rub this part here first. It's very simple to draw this graph. What is that graph? G of x, that is y is equal to cos 2x, double angle plus 1, cos 2x. So you have to draw it. So you can type it in the calculator. What is the first x value in the diagram? Minus 180, okay? Cos 2 times 1 minus 180 plus 180 will give you the value 2. Let me plot it here, 2 here. Then minus 90, that is the next x value. Type it in the place of x in the calculator, that is cos 2 times minus 90, the bracket, then plus 1, which will give you 0. That is here. Then next x value I am taking 0 here. Then substitute cos 2 times 0 plus 1, which is going to be 2 again. Next x value is 90. Do the very same thing, you will get is 0. Then 180, when you do very same thing, you will get 2 again. Clear? Okay, so this is how you get the point. Now you have to, you know that it's a wave graph, so you know how to get that. So just draw it using freehand. So it's going to be like this. Okay, so this is how the graph is. Okay, of course you will be given diagram sheet where you can draw it. Then 7.4. Now coming to 7.4, let me rub this one. What is 7.4? Use the graph to, those two graphs to determine the general solution of 2 cos cube x. Let me write it here, 7.4. 2 cos cube x minus sin x. This one is normally a tricky question because you have to improvise this one, do something and get the equations of these two graphs. What are the graphs here? I will write it here. F of x is equal to tan x and g of x is equal to cos 2x plus 1. These two graphs, you have to see it here. You have to do some sort of improvisation there, and you have to bring the presence of f of x and g of x. Okay, then find the general solution. Okay, so I will show you that one because this is a double angle formula is there. I can see 2 cos square. One of what is cos 2x? Cos 2x. One of them is 2 cos square x minus 1. Then what is tan x? Tan x is sin x over cos x. The reason why out of those three I wrote it because I can see 2 cos square x. This cos cube, I can do something. I will show you that one. What I am going to do is 2 cos square x is equal to sin x. I am sending other side. That is sin x. Minus sin x goes other side plus sin x. Let me divide both sides by cos square. This is cos cube. Cos square x. I mean cos x. This side also cos x. The reason is the right hand side is going to be tan x. Did you see that? And I am expecting a tan x here. Then this side cos x and cos cube x is going to be 2 cos square x. I got it. Isn't it? Okay. Did you see that one? Cos square x already I need it, and minus 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting minus 1 both sides because I can't write minus 1 only one side. If I put a minus 1 left hand side, balancing that I have to put minus 1 this side also. So 2 cos square x minus 1 become what? Cos 2x, isn't it? Then this minus 1 you can send to this side. It's going to be plus 1 is equal to tan x. Is it clear now? So you can see what is cos 2x plus 1, that is g of x, is equal to what is tan x, that is f of x. Clear? All right, now we can get the general solution. Do you know the which x value where these two graphs are equal? This one, isn't it? This x value. What is this x value? We are assuming that it is 45. Clear? Okay, so we can see that when x is equal to 45, so tan x, we can make use of tan x. So this, which means the x value is equal to 45 degree plus k 180, where k element of z. This is the solution. Okay, we are actually finding the solution from the graph. Since tan is involved, we can write 45 degree. We already know the angle where two graphs are equal. Okay, that is 45 degree. Because of tan is there, we can even write k multiples of 180. You will see that the graphs are touching each other. There should be a point of intersections. So this is how you have to do it. Normally 7.4, this kind of questions you need to apply, logical thinking is needed. Okay, all right, let's move to the next question.